There's only 24 hours in a day. But what if you had a way to hack the system so that you actually had more time? Then you can do more of the things that right now you don't have time to do. More working on your business, more pursuing your passion project, writing that book, exercising more, all the things that right now you're just drowned out and don't have enough time to do. What if you could hack the flow of time? And I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. My name is Jarvis, and I am a business and life systems expert. I show people how to streamline and maximize their time so that they can do more, achieve more, and be more in life. Now, this all comes down to this concept of what I call grind time. I just ran a half marathon a few weeks ago, and it's been a lifelong dream of mine to be a runner. First of all, I'm not a runner, I'm a sprinter, and so running is not my thing. So every year I always put some sort of challenge in front of me. And so for several years, I've had this challenge of wanting to run not a marathon, but a half marathon at least. And I never could do it, for year after year. I just don't have the time to go run. Now, we've got two kids now, and, I have a busy work schedule. I've got a marriage and a family life, and there's just not enough time to dedicate to, and because it's a commitment of running every day. And I made the decision that if this is something that's important to me, I can't wait till the day gets started, because once my day gets going, I'm inundated. I'm inundated with life, inundated with work and distractions and obligations and emails and notifications and breaking news, and the car just broke down, and now my family needs me. Like, life just happens. And if I try to wait to throughout the day, like, this passion of mine to try to run this project, this goal, would never see the light of day. I would never have time to dedicate to it. So I started waking up an hour earlier every day to go for a run. This came from, I was reading about Kobe and how he would get up every morning and go to the gym, and he'd shoot 200 free throws before practice started. Now, the interesting part about this is he didn't wake up and go straight to practice. He woke up and went and worked on his goal before practice started. There's this concept of working on a goal before the day starts, before the normal grind, before the whirlwind and the chaos takes over. If you have a big goal, big dream, spend time before the day starts. And so I started doing this, and I called it grind time. And grind time is the time I have allotted to work on my biggest goal. And every day I would get up 1 hour earlier for grind time. Like I said, rise and grind. And I was getting up and going for a run. And then that was the only way I started to build some consistency. Finally, 2 weeks ago, I went to Brooklyn. I ran the Brooklyn Half Marathon. I accomplished this big goal, all because of this concept of getting up a little earlier for a grind time. Dedicated, undistracted, alone time to work on a goal before I actually start the day. Now I'm using this concept of grind time to do you can use this for every big goal you have. Right now I'm using it to write a book. I get up and I come into the office and I start writing before I start my day, before I start doing my coaching calls, before I have to tend to my email inbox and start responding and to all the requests that's waiting for me, before I tend to family and deal with family. My kids wake up around 5 in the morning. I have to be up before them. I'm up at 4 for grind time. So that's this concept of rise and grind. Grind time is the time you have dedicated to work on your biggest goal. If you wait till later in the day, you'll never get to it. Because the thing about a goal, like a big goal, like a visionary goal, a future forward-looking goal, is that it's not important. It's not urgent. It's important, but it's not urgent. And the important things will always get drowned out by the urgent things, the urgency of the day, the urgency of everything that needs your attention all day long. By the time you get to the end of the day, you've just been kind of spinning in a whirlwind, responding to all the urgent things. And you don't have the energy, the brain space, or the time to work on anything that's forward or future looking. So if any of that kind of stuff that's important, but it's not necessarily urgent, it's not the urgency of the day, you got to get that done before the day starts. And so I call that grind time. And so kind of the rules of grind time is at least 60 minutes of undistracted alone time before the day starts to work on your biggest goal. If your biggest goal right now is to get in shape, get up and go to the gym or go for a run before you start the day. In my case, I'm writing a book. Get up and write for 60 minutes before I start dealing with the world and before I open my inbox. Whatever your big project is, if you're trying to grow your business, get up and prospect. Get on LinkedIn, start connecting with people. Spend 60 minutes reaching out and connecting with people before you start the day. So have a grind time window, and it should be a 60-minute block of undistracted alone time before you do anything else throughout the day. That'll guarantee you build that consistency and guarantee you hit that goal. I guarantee within 30 days, you'll be much further along than you ever thought was possible. Rise and grind, everyone. I'll see you in the next video.